Hello, my name is Mama Ozaid bin Mama Afindi, alias Mama Afindi, and I am the leader of the group.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Khalif Hakimi.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shah Muiz bin Isung.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Umais bin Yusri.
Question 1A. What is Ronald's initial investment in this unit trust? So, the question asking for the principal. So, the info we have that K is 4.3% and M is equals to 2, S equals to 30,000 ringgit and N equals to 18. I equals to 0.043 per 2. So, the formula we are using here is S equals to P, 1 plus I, the power of N. So, S here we are using the 30,000 ringgit, N equals to P that we need to find, and 1 plus 0.043 per 2 and the power of N, the power of 80. So we using that formula and the info in the calculator, and we will get the answer with shift calc, and the answer is 20,456 and 46 cents ringgit Malaysia. Question B1. Total investment in this question is 35,500. It is because Ronald added another 5,500 into the fund. However, he invested in two separate units. So 35,500 need to be divided by 2. So the first one is KST equity fund. The principal here is 17,750 and the K is 4.98% or 0.0498, and the I here is equals to K per M, and the K is 0.0498 per the M is 4. Compounded quarterly, M equals to 4 and N equals to MT. M here is 4, T here is 10. So the N equals to 40. Okay, here the formula we are using here is S equals to P, 1 plus I, the power of N. So we are already have the principal, already have the compound interest, and we are already has the N and the I. So we just need to replace it on the formula. So here is my calculation. S equals to 17,750, 1 plus 0.0498 per 4 and power of 40. So my answer is 29,160 ringgit and 67 cents. Second one is WMS Conservation Fund. The K here is 5%, M here is 12, the T here is 10 years, and the P here is 17,750, and the I here is 0.05 per 12, and the N here is 12 multiplied by 10. So the answer for the N here is 120. So the formula I'm using here is S equals to P, 1 plus I, the power of N. So I just replace the info from the beginning to the formula. Like my calculation, S equals to 17,750, 1 plus 0.05 per 12 and the power of 120. So my answer for the S here is 29,234 ringgit and 42 cents. But also the question wants the total maturity value for the two of these combined, KST and the WMS. So I'm taking the first one, the maturity value for the first one is KST is 29,160 ringgit and 67 cents. Plus with the maturity value, the WMS, that is 29,234 ringgit and 24 cents. So the answer for these two combined is 58,351 and 9 cents.
Question 1B2. The WMS conservative fund give a higher maturity value. This is because it has a higher interest rate, which is 5%. It compounds more frequently, which increase the effective annual debt. In conclusion, the WMS conservative fund is more better because it provides higher maturity value due to its higher effective annual interest rate. Question 1b3. I equal to S minus P. RM 55,351.09 minus RM 25,956.46. So the interest equals to RM 32,364.46.
Question 2a. Calculate the total accumulated amount of the fund after 10 years. From the information we get, P is RM 35,000. K is 3.1% or 0.031. Compound monthly is M equal to 12. T is 10 years. I is K per M. K is 0.031 per M. M is 12. And N is N equal to MT. M is 12 and T is 10. After that, we put into the formula. The formula is S equal to P 1 plus I power of N. S is missing and P is RM 35,000. 1 plus I is 0.031 per 12 power of N. N is 120. After that, we get the answer and the answer is S equal to RM 47,700.81 cent. Question 2b. Find the amount that Nur Amina can withdraw every month from the account while she is in college. From the information we get, A is RM 47,700.81 cent. K is 0.031, M is 12 and T is 3. N is MT. M is 12 and T is 3. The formula we use is A equal to R 1 minus 1 plus I power of negative N per I. A is RM 47,700.81 equals to R. R is missing. 1 minus 1 plus I is 0.031 per 12 power of negative N is negative 36 per I is 0.031 per 12. So we get the answer. Shift solve and we get R equal to RM 1,389.28.
Question 2C1. Calculate the monthly payment in the total amount of interest charged by the bank. According to the information that give above, car price equals to 65,000 ringgit, down payment 9,075 ringgit. A equals to R 55,250 ringgit. And the K is 0.04. Compounded monthly, M equals to 12 and T equals to 7. The formula that we use is A equals to R 1 minus 1 plus I power by negative N and divide by I. We use the formula to solve the question. 55,250 ringgit equals to R 1 minus 1 plus 0.04 divide by 12 power by negative 7 times 12 divide by 0.04 divide by 12, and we got the answer. R equals 755 ringgit 20 cents. Now we search for interest charge for this question. The formula that we use is 1 equal NR minus A. I equals 83 times 750 ringgit 20 cents minus 55,052 ringgit. The answer is 8,146 ringgit 80 cents. Question 2C2. If she missed her first 5 monthly payment, how much should she pay on her 6th payment to settle all outstanding arrears? The formula that we use for solve this question is S equal to R1 plus I power n negative 1 divided by I. The number of unpaid payment is 6 because she should pay on her 6th payment to settle all outstanding arrears. And then we solve the question with the formula S equal to 755 ringgit 20 cents 1 plus 1 plus 0.04 divide 12 power 6 minus 1 and divide 0.04 divide 12, and the answer is 4,569 ringgit and 90 cents. Question 2C3. Immediately after paying for 5 years, Nur Aminah want to settle the loan in full. Determine the amount to be paid in the total interest charge. The formula that we use for this question is S equals to R1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. The n equals 24. After that, we use the formula to solve this question. A equals to 755 ringgit 20 cents. 1 minus 1 plus 0.05 power by negative 24. Divide 0.04 divide 12, and the answer is 17,390 ringgit 94 cents. For the first 5 years, 755 ringgit 20 cents times 60, and the answer is 45,312. The full loan is 17,390 ringgit and 94 cents plus 45,312. The answer is 6,200 ringgit 94 cents. For the interest paid is 62,702 ringgit 94 cents minus 55,250, and the answer is 7,452 ringgit 92 cents.